Hi, my name is Dale Maley. In this short video, I'm going to show you how I changed the belt on my Harbor Freight belt sander. A little background on this: I bought the sander back in 2012, so I've had it for 13 years. I'm a hobby woodworker, and this sander probably has the second most operating hours of all the equipment in my shop except the drill press. And I extend the life of the belt on this by using what's called an abrasive belt and disc cleaner. It's a gummy block. You can buy it on a stick or not. I buy it on the stick. And it dramatically extends the life of the belt to the point I go like 3 years before I have to change the belt. Now, I looked up in my records, and the last time I changed this belt was 4 years ago, back in 2021. And I don't remember why, but I had a heck of a time changing the belt. So it's time to change it again, so I decided just to make a YouTube video and how I changed the belt. You do have to get your new belt ready. It's a 4x36 inch belt. I put 100 grit on this. You can choose whatever grit you want. And note that the new belt has an arrow inside, so when you install it, make sure your belt... I don't know about you, but I hate reading directions, but I decided to read them before I did this. And a copy of the directions is shown here, and it's pretty simple according to the directions. You remove the tension from the belt by sliding the lever, and then you take off basically the guard plate, the curved one on the end, and there's one below. You take that guard plate off as well and replace the belt. According to the directions, once you've replaced the belt itself, basically you put the guards back on, the lower one and the curved one on the end. As you can see from this photograph, before I started on the project to change the belt, that sander gets awful dusty, as you can see in the photograph. So I took it over to my workbench, I blew it out with compressed air, and I released the belt tension. Once I had the unit cleaned up, you can see from the photograph there's about 6 Phillips head screws you take off to get the guards off. The guard bolt, there's only one bolt shown here, and I left the 2 top screws attached to that green piece up there. And then there's 2 Phillips that are down on the bottom of the black guard. You can't see them in this picture. So I disassembled, took the bolt off, and then I took 2 screws off on the one side, and I got the other 2 off on the other side. However, when I went to get the ones underneath, I was stumped. I was really having a hard time. And I always keep this belt in the horizontal position. I never ever have put it in the vertical position. So because I always keep it in the horizontal position, I just plain forgot you could even put it in the vertical position. Finally, I remembered it, and I swung it up as shown in the picture. And once you do that, it's easy to get at all those screws. And if you go back and look at those instructions, they really don't say anything about needing to swing the unit up to the vertical position to change the belt. That would have been very helpful. Anyway, once you know you have to rotate the belt up to vertical, it's relatively easy to change the belt after you know that. Okay, we got the belt changed. Now it's fired up. Make sure there's no unusual noises, which happened the last time I changed the belt a couple years ago. So let's see what happens. Not sure why it hesitated that first time, but it seems okay now. So my big lesson learned from this project is there is kind of a secret that you have to know. You have to swing that belt sander from the horizontal up to the vertical position to change the belt. But once you know that, I give Harbor Freight about a grade of a B for ease of changing the belt. The good news is, once you know how to do it, you can do it in about 5 minutes. But the small Phillips screws are really short, and once you drop them on the floor, it's pretty hard to find them. And the little screw brackets on the bottom horizontal guard, they're easy to bend or break. But the thing's lasted 13 years, so that's pretty good. And then, as I said, I use that abrasive stick. The good news is it extends the belt life for me for out to a couple years, but then you forget how to change the belt because it's been so long. So this short video explains how I changed the belt on my Harbor Freight belt sander. I hope this video helps you on your projects, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe. Thank you.